break.
Okay.
Oh, so I am so excited. I went shopping and I absolutely love Keep Me Safe Organics. And I know you will too. So fasten your seatbelt because we have Rebecca Black with us today. And we are going to talk about the toxicity that we put in our body through our beauty products. So by the way, Rebecca, it's time to dance. Listen to the music. Here you go. There you go. Oh, yeah. You're going to raise the roof.
This is a wild party this morning.
It is. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got my original stuff. What? Oh, my God, I have it up here.
Visit her on the web. And when you need a friend.
Okay, here we go.
Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful best day ever. And for those of you who have been listening to the show over and over again, welcome back. I'm so excited that you've returned. But if you are new to the Lillian McDermott radio show and you just stumbled upon us today, then let me share with you what the purpose of the show is all about. This is where you go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friends, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. I am really excited. I've got a desk full of stuff today, and I am knocking it over because I am Spanish. And I have a lot of Italian in me. Actually, I probably have a little Italian. I'm more Spanish, and I talk with my hands. So for those of you who watch me on YouTube, it's funny. I knock a lot of things over. I don't mean to, but today I'm really excited because it's taken me a long time, and I have been manifesting this over and over each day. I am looking for products for my body. As you know, we've been doing lots of shows about toxins that are in our home. And most of us, especially if we have little children, keep our toxic chemicals locked and stored underneath our cabinets, and we make sure that our children can't reach them. But here's what we don't know. What we don't know is that when we put on our lotions, our potions, our shampoos, our deodorants, our makeup, our powder, whatever it is that you're putting on and it's touching your body, it is full of chemicals. So it's taken me a long time. It's taken me such a long time. And my daughter-in-law mentioned that there was a group, there was a business called Keep Me Safe Organics that she wanted to introduce me to. Well, it took me about, a week or so to research the company. And then I reached out to Rebecca Black. She's one of the co-owners of Keep Me Safe Organics. When I reached out to Rebecca, I said to her, I would like to learn more about your products, but I'm not making any guarantees, right, that you're going to be on the show, because I want to learn about the product. I'm very careful, and I'm like a little pit bull when it comes to bringing products onto my show. And she said, totally get it. I totally understand. She gave me products for about a week's worth, for me to sample. After that, I was hooked. And then we sat down and we talked about them becoming a sponsor of the show. And all I wanted was the product, frankly. I just wanted to start using the product. And for those of you who've been watching me on YouTube, if you've noticed that my makeup looks a little different, it's because I am wearing Keep Me Safe Organics. And today I've asked Rebecca Black to come on the show to share with us how she is changing lives with Keep Me Safe Organics. And since it's our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge, I am grateful that Rebecca Black is here to do just that. Welcome, Rebecca, to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show.
Thank you so much, Lillian. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here. I have listened to your podcast, and I love how You love the total body approach, not only from the outside now with Keep Me Safe Organics, but from the inside as well.
Absolutely. So share a little bit about what led you, what's your background, and what led you to co-found Keep Me Safe Organics?
So that's a great question because I come from the beauty industry. I am a fully licensed cosmetologist. And to be honest with you, I've always shied away from the natural and organic products because I never could find anything that truly worked.
Yes.
And it wasn't until about 6 years ago that I learned that what I was using was laced with toxins. And so I began to create better and find better to use better on my clients. And Keep Me Safe Organics is a culmination of that. Powerful, organic-based, natural-based products that actually work.
I love it. And I'm excited because I have your back. I've got your back. So today and forever, because I love this product, we are going to talk about Keep Me Safe Organics, how you guys could get involved in Keep Me Safe Organics. And if you want to try this, you will get 10% if you go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click onto my homepage. We've added the logo for Keep Me Safe Organics, and you can go in there and shop to your little heart's content. When you get to paying for your products, enter code Lily10 and you can get 10% off your total package. Most people say you can do that the first time. Whenever you want a product from Lillian McDermott, you can go on there and you will always get that 10% off. Keep Me Safe Organics. Go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click on the logo, and start not only saving, but healing your skin. I'm really, truly excited. And we're going to continue our conversation with Rebecca Black when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. I am really, really, truly excited about this because, like you said, you are not able to find. I have been looking all over the place. And so when we go back on the air, I want to talk about what equals organic, because I've seen a lot of organic products that have fragrance in it. I've seen a lot of organic products that have certain words that I really don't know what they mean, but it scares me. So we're going to talk about that today. I'm really excited about that.
Yes. And it's so good that that you recognize that, because the word fragrance, because of the loose manufacturing standards in the United States, it can be laced with something called phthalates, which cause the hormone disruption, endocrine disruption, fertility issues. And that is something that I will discuss here. I have my notes here about the
perfect. And we'll discuss that on the air. But for now, I want to show, I learned something new last night that I had not learned before. So I'm going to get all my little products out. I don't know if you could see this, but this is my, what do you call it? Toner or a spritzer?
Toner, yes.
Or
it's really like a mist.
A mist. And then we have my cleansers. I'm going to put these right here. And, this is so that these products, and I have, listen, I don't know if you can hear this. This is how much product I have left. And I got this, in April?
Yeah.
Did we decide it was May? Well, it's probably more like May.
Yes.
But now this is August 1st. It's my daughter's birthday. I want to wish you a happy birthday, Brittany. Aww. And so this is probably 50% full. And I use this for 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. And I use it to kind of set my makeup. And this is my moisturizer. Okay, so as you can tell, I've used up this one. For some reason, I use more of it, but there's still enough in there. But this is what the product looks full, but you can see me. You can see me through here.
Yes.
But I wanted to show that this is what the product looks full. But this is after the month or 2 that I've been on Keep Me Safe Organics. And Brian, make sure you keep me honest. Oh, and this, I really do want to talk about this product, which is probably the most expensive product that you have, but it is so worth it. Nothing, I've never, ever tried anything like this. Even though it's the most expensive product that you have, it is cheaper than any other product that I had bought before. So, okay, here we go.
373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show, where we always learn from one another. And today's teacher is Rebecca Black, who is the co-owner of Keep Me Safe Organics right in Florida. I mean, this is a Florida business and it's run by women. I am so excited by this. And the other partner for Rebecca is Kelly Bono. Beautiful. And what I love about these two women is that they're so committed to family that they even bring their children. Kelly brings her daughter or children to work, and and they encourage that as well. And so this is also a potential business for people that would like to have their own, but we're not going to talk so much about that right now. I really want to focus on because I've been looking, and Rebecca, I'm so grateful for you for coming on the show today, because I have been looking for organic makeup. And every time, and I said this to you off the air, and I've been kind of showing everybody my makeup here. Every time I look at organic makeup, there's something in there that keeps me from purchasing it. And it might be the word fragrance, or it might be the word paraben, or it might be the word talc. And so I want to talk about why it is that the organic industry or the makeup industry can get away with calling something organic with chemicals and pesticides in them.
So Lillian, that is such a great question, because the manufacturing standards in the U.S. have a long way to go. In Europe, there's a lot more disclosure that is required on your labels, and there's over 1,400 banned ingredients in Europe. So you may see fragrance on a European label, but it does not the United States does not have those same strict standards. And so in the US, you can see the word fragrance on something, and it can be contaminated with something called a phthalate, which causes endocrine disruption. And your endocrine system controls everything from your reproductive, autoimmune, your thyroid. There's so many things that our endocrine system is responsible for. And so whenever you're putting something on your skin and you're using 4 to 5 products that have this same little word in it, you know, you're doing repeated exposure, and it bioaccumulates. So it kind of sticks in your body. So you can't always be scared of words, but like the word paraben or fragrance, or even sometimes they're abbreviated to something super simple like a PEG. Anytime you see the letters PEG or a paraben or fragrance, you have to use a lot of caution with those, because all of those things will bioaccumulate and they can cause some serious health issues. You know, there's so many people you hear of today that have reproductive issues, problems conceiving, infertility. I think it's at an all-time high. The same thing with thyroid disorders. And there's so much Crohn's disease, autoimmune, IBS, leaky gut, all of these things that are happening. And our skin is our largest organ.
Yeah.
And so the heart behind Keep Me Safe was to create products that do no harm to you or your unborn child. There's no ingredients that are going to cause any tetragenic effects, which will affect an unborn fetus.
Wow.
Nothing is contaminated with Roundup. And so it's really powerful stuff. But anytime you see that word paraben or fragrance or even a PEG on the label, you're right. They're allowed to be in organic products, because for a product to be certified organic, it only has to be 70% or higher in organic content.
And what do you adhere to that 70%, or do you go beyond and above that 70% with Keep Me Safe Organics?
So we go above and beyond with the Keep Me Safe Organics, like our flavored lip balms, for instance. This is a picture of the lip balm that I am wearing today. So this is my favorite. It's Merlot. But our flavored lip balms are certified organic. They have the USDA organic symbol on them. And our tinted lip balms, it is the same exact base as the flavored lip balms, but these cannot be certified organic because of the naturally occurring minerals the titanium dioxide, the zinc oxide, and the mica, that there's no organic certification process for that. So whenever you're looking at the ingredient lists, it's just really important to see how many organic things are in there. And just remember, just because something doesn't say organic, make sure that it still says non-GMO.
Non-GMO,
sustainable farming, which we do that with all of our manufacturers. There's a lot of people who produce stuff that don't adhere to those standards. But so you can have something that is, you're looking at the label and you see that it's organic, but it doesn't have the seal. And just because it doesn't have the seal doesn't mean that it's not a good product. It just means that there's something in there that can't be certified organic, like the minerals here. Like none of our makeup can be certified organic because it's the naturally occurring minerals.
Correct.
Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. I love that because that's more than I understood before. And so it makes me even more excited about Keep Me Safe Organics. And for those of you who are listening or just tuning in, we're talking about Keep Me Safe Organics with Rebecca Black. And for those of you who want to try this product, you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com because I got your back. You can get 10% by entering code Lily10 at the end when you're paying for your purchase. So that is what our gift is for you today, is 10% off for you to try this wonderful product that I've been wearing for now. I think it's been over 2 months. And I was sharing with Rebecca that a lot of my products still have a lot of product. And I love the price. It's affordable. And I know that my skin has changed a lot. One of the things, Rebecca, that I had not shared with you, and I'm sharing it on the air, when I went to my web guy, his name is Joe. I said to Joe, I am adding a logo to the website, and would you be able to do this before this date? And he said, sure. What is it? And I said, Keep Me Safe Organics. He goes, you got Keep Me Safe Organics working with you? And I said, yes. Why? Do you know? This is a guy that's a web guy. It's like, how does he know Keep Me Safe Organics? He goes, my wife uses this. And he's in North Carolina. My wife uses it and my daughter-in-law uses it and they love it. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. Thank you for that recommendation. So every step of the way that I've partnered with Keep Me Safe Organics, I've been really excited. So I want to encourage you, if you have any questions for me, you're welcome to call 407-373-5959. So now let's talk some more about these hidden toxins. Let's start with some of the, like when we put like soap, for example, there is something that I've been looking at and it's really hard to find, even with organic. It's sodium lauryl sulfate, which is a degreaser. And we learned about degreasers when we had the oil spill many years, way before you were born, many years ago, and they used Dawn to get the grease off of the animals and to get the grease out of the ocean. But they are in our soaps and our makeup and our shampoos, and they're very drying. Can you share a little bit more about this and how you've been able to keep these out of your products?
Absolutely. And listen, that is a great one because it is a major offender in the personal care industry. And I am not 100% against SLS. I am sodium lauryl sulfate. That is an abbreviation that I will use as SLS. I'm not 100% against it. It has a time and a place. Just like in the oil spill, it was paramount in helping to get all of that oil off of those ducks and all of the wildlife and stuff like that. But when you think about your skin and your body's natural functions, your body naturally produces oil. So whenever you're using something as harsh as an SLS, a sodium lauryl sulfate, that is stripping all of that in it off, all of your natural minerals, the natural moisture, it just takes all of that off. And so you will notice over time that your hair is drier, your skin is drier. It's even in a lot of your toothpastes. And so you notice that it dries out your enamel, which can cause discoloration. It's stripping your natural minerals out of your teeth. It's very abrasive. And so it has a time and a place in certain environments, but what we use on our skin on a daily basis
Doesn't belong there.
Is not the place for it. You know, whenever in the cosmetics industry, whenever you are manufacturing anything that has SLS in it, you have to wear a mask.
Wow.
Because it's toxic. But the FDA says, oh, well, you're only putting a little bit in there, so it's safe.
No, it is
in the
not.
total formulation, you have to wear a mask whenever you are adding that ingredient into your formulation. So that's the part that a lot of people don't know. It has a time and a place, but what we use on a daily basis for our hair, skin, and nails is not one of those places.
Well, you know, it's interesting that you would say that as you were talking about how it strips the oil from our scalp and our face. That leads to premature aging. You know, most people think that as I get older, my skin gets drier. Guess what? We're creating that with our beauty products.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head right there, girlfriend. And so, listen, and then you need a serum, and you need an extra moisturizer, and you need something else, and you need something else, and you need something else. If you notice, our skincare has 5 pieces.
Yes.
Now we will add, you know, maybe like a vitamin C serum or something like that is really, really increases the cellular turnover for more mature skin. But you're going to notice that our skincare is super simple. You don't need 98 different lotions, potions, and creams. And the entire collection is under $150. I mean, you can't beat that for organic-based skincare that is not toxic to you.
And you know that you said less than $150, but if they go to whenyouneedafriend.com and enter code Lily10, they get 10% off of that. So I'm really excited that we will be able to give that back to our listeners and our viewers worldwide. So people from all over the world, if you're watching, you know, this later on, you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com and claim your 10% off, because I really do love this product. I've been wearing it for like we were talking about since a couple of months ago, and I still have product, and I use it every day religiously, and my skin feels so much moisture, so much more moisture than it did before. The dryness is going away. And so, and it didn't hit me till just now when we're talking about SLS and the oil and the degreaser, that we've been duped to think that just because we're getting older, our skin gets drier.
Yes.
No. And then just like taking pharmaceutical pills, you take one pill for one thing, then you need a bunch of other pills for other things. This is so natural. It works with your skin. It's called Keep Me Safe Organics. And I am excited. One of the products that I'm excited about is called Squalane. And for those of you men that are listening right now, there are products for you too. I mean, aren't men able to use these products as well?
Lillian, my man uses the cleanser, the toner, the moisturizer, and the serum daily.
That's right. And you don't have to be metrosexual. You can just be a manly man. If you want to look good, if you want to keep those wrinkles away. You know, men get a little older and they look more distinguished with wrinkles, but we don't. We get older. No. So we want to avoid that as long as we can. Postpone aging. That's what we're going to do with Keep Me Safe Organics. And we're going to continue our conversation with Rebecca Black of Keep Me Safe Organics when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. Remember, you can go there, click on the logo, and look at all the products. We're going to talk a little bit more about it when we return. We'll be right here waiting for you. Oh my gosh, I use Burgundy.
Yes.
I use Burgundy, so I may have to get some Merlot.
I like Merlot. Really Merlot is more of a brown base.
I like
so I vacillate between Merlot and Burgundy. Uh-huh. And I absolutely love both of those colors.
Yes.
Because I was doing more of a brown background today, I did the Merlot. When I go out, I'm going to wipe the Merlot off and put the Burgundy on.
But you see, this is the one thing I don't like to reapply lipstick. When I was wearing like these 16-hour stuff, but I've noticed that my lips have gotten really, really dry. Mm-hmm. Are there products on the lipstick that we need to look for that if it has it, stay away from?
Mm-hmm.
What?
And so some of those are like siloxanes or PEGs. You have to have something that breaks that top surface of your skin and gets that pigment to stick in there. Mm-hmm. And that's why your 16-hour ones, they stay all day long.
Yeah, for 2-3 days.
Yes, for 2 or
Sometimes
3
I'm
days. Yes.
scrubbing and scrubbing.
Yes.
And so this is more like something that I've needed to kind of build to. I'll be honest with you, because it is one of those things where I want to have it on once, leave it on once, but I have noticed that by doing that, my lips look much drier. But ever
Yeah.
since I started using Keep Me Safe Organics, I have been, things are much, much smoother than they
Yes.
have been. And you know
And
what?
so it's kind of like fast food. Okay, it's easy to go through a drive-through and grab a meal. It's easy to put on lipstick one time during the day and forget about it. It's a lot harder to prepare the whole meal, go grocery shopping, and it's kind of the same thing. So anytime it's always quick and easy to put the one and done on there, but it's not always the best choice for you.
No, as a matter of fact, I've never smoked. I've never smoked. And my brother said, if you keep using those lipsticks, you're going to look like a smoker. He said something like that. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm wondering if that's what's causing my lips to look drier. How people that smoke, they have the drier lips. And so I'm going back and forth. If it's an event that it's going to be a whole night and I don't have to worry about it, but throughout the day, I really love, and it feels so good and it smells so good as well.
Yes.
I didn't know that your lipsticks and makeup could not be certified organic.
Yeah, because they're naturally occurring minerals. So there's no growing process of it. And so because it's essentially ground up rocks. And that's essentially what mineral makeup is. And so because there's no growing process for it and no harvesting and no manufacturing process for it, you can't certify it organic.
Got it. Great stuff. And last night, Brian, how much time do we have? 1 minute. So as I was doing research, remember how you told me to do my foundation, and I could use my spray, my citrus toner on it. So I use the powder, this powder, and then I spray my my product. I actually spray it right here. I just do one pump, and I use this as my own. And I love my brushes too. I don't know what you guys do with these brushes, but I love these brushes. I got everything. And so last night I read that you can use the moisturizer if you want a creamier application.
Yes. And listen, you may love the serum mixed with the minerals too.
Oh, you've been holding out on me, girl.
Oh, wait. Listen, our serum is like a powerhouse. It actually is an amazing blowout balm as well. So I do like 3 pumps of toner in my hand and 2 pumps of serum, mix it together, mid shaft to ends, and blow it out. And I'm telling you, my blowout lasts longer. My hair is softer and silkier, but it's heat stable. And so it protects against the heat.
Oh, wow. Let's talk about some of these
Drop
products.
the mic.
Oh my gosh. You've been holding out on me, girl. So here we go. And this is where I talk about my social media, and then I'll reintroduce you. Okay.
Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show, where we always learn and grow together. Today's teacher is Rebecca Black. She is co-founder of Keep Me Safe Organics. Kelly Bono, I want to say hi to Kelly. She's been so kind and so wonderful with just teaching me and getting me established as a Keep Me Safe Organics team. I just love this product. I cannot say enough. To find a cleanser line and makeup that goes together and works with one another has been changer for my skin. I noticed a change within a week. So I'm really excited about this. So this is what we talk about on the show. We talk about doing whatever it takes to live a responsible life. So I want to invite you, encourage you. If you say you're going to do it later, it's not going to happen. So do it now. Go to whenyouneedafriend.com, become a subscriber. And when you become a subscriber, you get all sorts of free gifts. One of them being 10% off Keep Me Safe Organics. And if once you buy your makeup or whatever, put Lily 10 Lily 10, and that'll give you 10% off. And that'll be as long as you purchase it from me, you get 10% off your product. So I am really excited that Keep Me Safe Organics has honored that. And I'm really wonderful. I'm really thrilled to offer this to you at a lower rate than you would get anywhere else. I know it's an unfair advantage, but someone's got to do it. But for those of you, go to whenyouneedafriend.com and become a subscriber. Once you subscribe, make sure that you check out my sponsors, okay? Check out my sponsors, because without them, I could not do the show. So figure out different ways that you could support them the way that they're supporting me. Now, with that in mind, I want you to play around at whenyouneedafriend.com. There's a YouTube video, and we are having lots of fun talking about makeup off the air. So we're going to get a little tutorial. Hopefully at the end of the show, we'll maybe get to have Rebecca tell us how to use the products or show. I've got all my products here on my desk. So I am thrilled. It takes me less time, honestly, to put on my makeup now that I use Keep Me Safe Organics. And I am not, listen, whatever you choose to use, it doesn't matter. I know what I am using for my skin. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. And I absolutely love, love, love Keep Me Safe Organics. So with that in mind, when you go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click on to the YouTube video or the YouTube channel and subscribe there, because the show gets sent to you whenever you subscribe to the show, whenyouneedafriend.com or the YouTube. The show gets sent right to you so that you can watch it at whenever you want. It is there for you to watch and to grow and learn with me. And you also get a free gift. It's my 90-day challenge to self-love ebook, which is another way. Not only do you love yourselves by checking out the 90-day challenge to self-love, but you love yourself by the different things you eat and you put on your skin as well. So this continues the brand, what I'm trying to create at whenyouneedafriend.com on the Lillian McDermott radio show. I want to encourage you to click on to my social media, like me there. Please tell your friends to follow the show. Hopefully you will learn something and grow with us today, and you'll feel that this is, as being a friend, by being a friend, you include your friends in things that are good for you. And there's enough abundance to go around. So everybody gets 10% off, not just you, everybody, right? So make sure you check out my podcast. And if you have a question, you can call me at 407-373-5959. That's 407-373-5959. And you can also text me at any time. For those of you who are my loving texters, love you every time I get a text from you. Thank you for your encouragement. But today we are talking to Rebecca Black, co-owner of Keep Me Safe Organics worldwide. So if you're watching this or listening to this anywhere around the world, this will get to you too. So Rebecca, thank you so much for seeing the need and creating and making a difference in people's life. That's pretty admirable. You had me at hello, literally.
Thank you. Thank you for that. In so many years in standing behind the chair and being one-on-one with my clients, I really kind of just got tired of saying, well, you need an oil for this, and you need a heat protectant for this, and you need this kind of shampoo for this condition. You need this kind of shampoo for this condition. And I recognize at the end of the day, I really only loved about 8, maybe 9 products. And so that was really the heart behind Keep Me Safe too. Simple, simple, simple. And all of our stuff, like we were discussing in the break there, that our serum, when you mix our serum and toner together, listen, that is one of the best blowout balm concoctions that you're ever going to find. You can see that I have naturally curly hair if you're watching on YouTube. If you're just listening, take my word for it. I have naturally
They can watch it later.
Hair.
They can watch it.
Yes, they can watch it later. Go on there, click on that little YouTube link and watch the playback so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Yeah. I have a lot of natural curl in my hair. And whenever I want to blow it out straight, in the past, it would take me a ton of products. But now I mix our serum and toner together and get a smooth, sleek blowout that's shinier and lasts longer than any other product that I've used. And I've worked with the best of the best. I've been in this industry for 15 years.
Wow. And you're so young. Yeah, and you're so young. Okay, so I want to go back to the wheats and the some of the things. Like for me, I cannot do dairy, I cannot do wheat, I cannot do some nuts. So let's talk about some of this. Will we find any of that in your products?
No, you won't. Now, the only nuts that you will find is a coconut oil.
Okay.
And so that is the carrier oil for our signature scent blend that we use. So
And
we
I
have
love
the
it.
lavender essential oil, vanilla, and blood orange. And that is our signature scent blend, which smells so amazing.
I know.
And so our coconut oil is the carrier oil for that. And it's less than 1% of all of our formulations. So we can't say that we're nut free because we do have coconut oil in there, but you're not
Yeah.
going to, we're
There's no
gluten free,
peanuts.
dairy free, grain free. There's no peanuts, none of that. No almonds, no cashews, no other nuts.
And no animal testing for people who care for that.
Absolutely not. And even our brushes are vegan brushes. But you're going to notice like those brushes, we were talking about that on break too. Those brushes are amazing and they feel like natural animal hair.
They do.
But they are not. And they're designed specifically for use with our minerals. That's why they look and feel a little bit different than any brush you've ever worked with.
You know, originally when I got my whole setup here, I just bought one brush. And I thought, okay, so you said, do you want two brushes? I'm thinking, why would I want two brushes? And you said because of the blush. And I'm thinking, no, I have brushes at home. Let me tell you, the next time I went back, I got my blush brush because you guys do something that nobody else does. I don't know how you do it, but I love it. It looks so natural. It just blends in. And I used to spend a lot of time. I always tell my husband, it takes me a long time to look natural. I'm still working on it. So
not anymore.
Not anymore. I get ready in like no time because of the products. Okay, so you had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, because I really want to talk about not so much Keep Me Safe Organics, but the wisdom behind the founder of why you created it. So you talked about Roundup. What does Roundup have to do in beauty products?
Isn't that kind of crazy? Because whenever you think of Roundup, you're thinking like what you're spraying on your concrete out there. You don't think that there's any possibility whatsoever that that lavender that's in your botanical beauty product might possibly be contaminated with the main ingredient in Roundup, which is glyphosate. And so it causes skin irritation. And animals who are exposed to it, they have eye irritation. And because the FDA doesn't do a whole lot of regulation on the trace amounts of that, there are a lot of manufacturers that don't do any testing on their botanical extracts and ingredients. And that is how Roundup finds its way into what you slather on your body on a daily basis. And it's absolutely terrifying to think of that. But please know that we do test for that, and that is part of being certified toxic free.
Oh my goodness! When you said that, I'm thinking, wait, I know that there's glyphosates in our food, and there's so many different things, but to think of Roundup being in my makeup, that is really, I have to sit with that for a bit, and one of the reasons probably why intuitively I wanted to find you. I wanted to find this kind of product that I could feel comfortable. And I love the name, Keep Me Safe Organics. I just think that you say it in a name. That's simple and you state it well. So what are different names that we would call Roundup in makeup? So does it have like different names?
And the crazy thing is, Lillian, you're not going to know if there's any of it in there because it's not required to be listed on the ingredient list.
So how does it, so you said glycols, right? Or is it glycols or glyphosate?
Yep. So it's glyphosate, Glyphosate.
Okay.
So it is just used to treat any of the plant extracts that may be in your product. So you're not going to see it on there.
Okay, okay. So this segment has gone by too quickly, and we're going to continue our conversation. Please remember, go to whenyouneedafriend.com and check out my new logo, Keep Me Safe Organics, and we're going to continue our conversation when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. Did you see I just knocked everything off? I did it again. I did it again. Okay.
We saw the 30-second warning and panicked.
I did. I was just so into the glyphosate. I cannot believe that
Yeah.
glyphosate.
Yeah. And so, I mean, a lot of your botanical extracts that are used to
I'm still listening.
And, like you could have like an acai extract, but the acai plant, which the extract was derived from, may have been sprayed with Roundup to keep everything away from it. So we won't work with any manufacturers that use any type of Roundup on their product.
Interesting. So because you are organic, you can't use glyphosates on organic products, right? So if you have oils or the essential, so your essential oils that you're using in these products are organic, non-GMO.
Correct.
Okay. So that's how you know for sure.
Yep.
Okay. So we've talked about pesticides like Roundup. I cannot believe that. I mean, when you sent me that, I'm like, whoa, we need to talk about that. Glycols. What are glycols and why are they harmful? So that is the glycol the same as the glyphosate?
No.
There's more. Oh, wait.
There's more.
Oh my gosh. And there's so little time. So little time.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to have to finish this conversation next week. And then, so one thing that you can say is that like Kelly and I'm more the product development based and everything like that. And Kelly is the heart behind creating women entrepreneurs. She's the reason that we chose the direct sales industry because that's her heart. That's how she was able to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom and provide an amazing financial future for her family. So I love product that works and I know how to create that. And she is the powerhouse behind the actual business model that we are in.
Now, did we pick a date so that we can have a little for people that are in Florida that would like to come and do an event where we can maybe for people who are interested in selling this product and working out of the home?
We have not picked a date yet, but you're fixing to throw some dates at me. Because look, I've got the calendar right here.
I got the calendar right here. How much time, Brian? Okay.
Which I will be in North Carolina this Saturday. So your man that's in North Carolina, I'm going to be in Claremont, North Carolina. Live meet and greet for me. If anybody wants to.
North Carolina, shout out.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll probably maybe see if we can post it in North Carolina, some place over there.
Yes.
So we've got 30 seconds.
Okay.
Let's just talk about if people are interested, they can text me. If they're, and then we'll create a date. And so we'll do like a facial kind of fun day. I remember when I used to sell Mary Kay. I loved with Mary Kay. I love playing with the products.
Facials and foot soaks, baby.
Facials and foot soaks. Okay, we'll do that. A day of pampering sometime, we said after Labor Day.
Yes.
Right? Okay. I'm not going to say that on the air because I don't want to stamp us.
Or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
So much to talk about, so little time. Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show, where we always learn and grow together. I'm excited that the co-founder of Keep Me Safe Organics is with us here today. She is sharing all the information of why Keep Me Safe Organics is keeping people safe and changing lives at the same time. I have noticed, and I've not said this to you, I think I mentioned it to you one time when I first started using Keep Me Safe Organics. I have melasma on my skin. And as soon as one of the things I did is I removed all my amalgams. And I started noticing that my skin started clearing up, but I still have very noticeable spots, brown spots on my face. And when I started using Keep Me Safe Organics, It was almost as if that was like the final thing that was causing the spots to kind of be releasing. And now I feel very comfortable. I work out without my makeup. I don't, worry about that anymore because of some of the changes that I've done. But when I was younger, are you kidding me? I would never go out there. But the harm I was causing to my skin was keeping those, it's like a hamster wheel. You're like finding yourself doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. But once you know better, you do better. So as we were talking on the break, Rebecca, I went to Rebecca and I said, hey, are glycols the same as glyphosate? And she said, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is there more we need to be worried about? What the heck are glycols and where would we find them?
Okay, so glycols is a whole group of petroleum-based products. So while that doesn't sound like all that scary or anything like that.
No, because we have petroleum jelly that we've been taught to put on babies' bottoms.
Slather it all over that baby. And let's hope it's not contaminated with anything.
Yeah.
But a lot of our petroleum products, as you know, and coming from the food and healing from the inside out, petroleum-based products are very large offenders in a lot of different things. And so a lot of times they are contaminated they go through a chemical process where something is added called ethylene oxide, which is a known skin carcinogen. So whenever you're looking at your ingredient label, if you see the words PEG or PPG, that G at the very end of it stands for the glycol.
Okay.
So whenever you're looking at something, just look for that. Now, glycols, they are softeners, they provide moisture, and they also do something called penetrate. Mm-hmm. So because they actually penetrate the stratum corneum, which is one of your layers of skin, they end up ripping the moisture out of there, but they leave a film barrier on top of your skin. So that's why if you've ever used lotion and you put it on and you notice that your skin feels drier and drier and drier, those long-wearing lipsticks that we love to wear them in moderation, ladies. Yeah. I'm not saying don't use them because I'm an 80-20 balance girl. I'm not saying don't use them.
Yeah.
Use them when you absolutely need them because they do have penetrating agents in there that strip out that moisture to stain there. And that is what glycols are. It causes allergic reactions and skin irritations. Glycols are a huge, huge, huge offender, and they're super cheap to add to your manufacturing process. And so that's why manufacturers love them, because they give that soft, silky appearance, and they just slide right on your skin, and you love them for that, but they end up causing more damage long term.
I see. I hear what you're saying. Now, I have a text. I had received a message yesterday, and thanks for that. I'm going to have to look at anything else that I have because I'm using now. The only oils I use are on my skin: coconut oil, avocado oil. That's the only time I use oils. But I may have some other products that have carried through from the past. I'm going to check that out as well. I received a message on Facebook because they wanted to know if you had antibacterial soaps. And I know that you have a wonderful bath gel. I know it does not have SLS in it. Mm-hmm. So what can you say about antibacterial? Because they've taken antibacterial away. And what I had mentioned to her, to them, is that there are different ways to achieve antibacterial without stripping the bacteria.
Yes. So that is a great question. And the major antibacterial thing that they have removed from all of the liquid soaps especially is something called triclosan, which we do not manufacture anything with that. So we have two different body bars and bar soaps. One is a blood orange bergamot moisturizing body bar, and then one is the cranberry seed detox bar. And so they are both made with saponified oils of all of the organic, your coconuts, your sunflower, a really, really, really beautiful organic soap base. And so by removing all of the surface bacteria that way, it ends up removing the bacteria, and therefore it is antibacterial. You don't really need to add an extra antibacterial thing in there. Now, whenever you add water to a formulation, like in our cleanser and stuff like that, so that you'll notice that there's water in our cleanser and in our toner products. So with those, you'll get a little further down the ingredient list, and you will notice some lactobacillus. So those are things that inhibit mold growth, and they keep the bacteria at bay in the formulation. But whenever you're cleansing your skin with a soap, your body wash, or even your face, you do have antibacterial properties in there.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so there's one product that I absolutely have never used before. And when I use a moisturizer, and you've talked about the moisturizer, you have a moisturizer as well, but you have something else that's a serum called squalane. Is it squalane?
Yes,
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Perfect.
Now, I absolutely love, I was sharing off the air that this is probably your most expensive product, but it's still cheaper than most products that I've bought in the past.
Yes.
So it's still cheaper. I still have product from my original one. And so it lasts a long time. So if you were to divide it into the amount of months that it lasts, it's very, very affordable. Talk about squalane and what this replaces.
Okay, so your squalane serum replaces your eye creams, because it has
underneath the eye
extract in there. It has the squalane oil, which is the very stable version of squalane. There are some that have squalene, and you'll notice the difference in spelling. The last three letters, one is A-N-E, which is what we use, because it is the unsaturated version of the oil that is very heat stable. It protects against oxidation from the sun. So after you've cleansed and you've toned, you put the serum on, and I like to do the serum on the neck and on the face and then moisturize over. But that serum, because it is very heat stable, it's also a great blowout balm too, and you can use it on other parts of your skin. So serum replaces a lot of your priming agents. Any area that you've used primer in the past, put your serum over there, and you've saved yourself the money from having to buy the primer and then the makeup that goes on top of the primer.
And so these primers that you're talking about, are those the ones that have the glycol?
They have glycols and a host of other ingredients. They fill the skin and even out the surface.
Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about the makeup and the beautiful colors and the blushes. And next week, we're going to keep talking about this because I'm really excited. I want to encourage you to go to whenyouneedafriend.com. Go to my homepage. There's the Keep Me Safe Organics logo on there. Click on that. Shop, shop, shop till you drop. And then enter code Lily10. This is a code, a coupon code, Lily10. That's Lilly 10, and get 10% off your order. I'm so grateful to Keep Me Safe Organics for allowing that, because I don't know if they do that with anybody else, but we're going to bring it to the show. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for stepping out of your comfort zone and keeping everybody safe as well.
And thank you for the honor of being on your show today and sharing my time with your listeners. And I look forward to getting to know all of you guys better.
Wonderful. And we're going to have a little party. We're going to have a little party and invite everybody who wants to do a little makeup party with us. So we're going to continue our conversation off the air. But for now, please know I'll be right here waiting for you worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Good job. Good job. This went too fast. I know. Great information. Yeah, Brian just laughed.
Yeah, Brian's like I'm out of here. Like, we're talking makeup and blowouts and moisturizing primers. He's like, I'm out.
I know, but this is really important information. Now, we talked a little bit about the other product that the other toxin that is in there. It's called siloxane. Siloxane. So tell us about siloxane.
Okay, so siloxanes are silicone derived ingredients, and so we love silicone for implants, injections, because they add the volume. So a lot of people that have a lot of deeper lines in their skin, they want to use a silicone-based primer. A lot of your eyeshadows have that in there as well. And so the siloxanes, you can't use them in Europe, and you can't use them in Canada either. So it's called cyclopentasiloxane, cyclotetrasiloxane. They're in our hair things to get rid of the frizz. And so they have the potential to bioaccumulate. And what you put on your hair and on your skin, especially being in a water community, they kill aquatic organisms. So it's like you have that on your hair and you go swim in the ocean, you're damaging your coral reef. Not only are you damaging your skin, but you're damaging your environment that you live in and that you love so much as well.
Wow.
So, and that they have something called D4 and D5. That's the cyclotetrasiloxane and the cyclopentasiloxane. So they are classified by Environment Canada as endocrine disruptors, based on the evidence that it interferes with our human hormone function. And it's a possible reproductive toxicant as well. So, and it may impair human fertility. So they're just, the FDA says that they're okay in small amounts.
Well, they also say that
Roundup
is okay. They also say Roundup is okay. And
yes,
there are people who are really sick because of it. And so, gosh, I didn't even think about, we put this in our body and then we go into the ocean.
Yes.
We are a beach, I'm like half a block from the beach. I mean, so it's and right there in the river. So it's, gosh, I didn't even think about our responsibility to keeping the earth safe. So we put it in our hair, we put it in our facial products, primers, and then we go and swim, and then now it's.
And I would love to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
About what we put on our skin when we go and we get into our waterways here. It goes right into there. And that's the importance of using products that don't bioaccumulate. They don't get stuck in there. They don't get stuck in your skin. They don't make it into your waterways. And we're in a water crisis as an entire world anyway. There are so many people who don't have clean drinking water, and there are so many places that don't have the filtration systems that we have here in the US.
Wow, this puts us in a totally different level here. You've just really thrown me through a loop, because I just did a show called A Plastic Ocean. I don't know if you've seen the documentary.
I have.
And I'm talking about plastic, like little pieces of plastic like this. I love the fact that you have incorporated stainless in your products. I'm assuming this is stainless.
It's actually aluminum, but it is lined on the inside.
With?
So there is no leaching. So whenever you take it off, you're going to notice that there is a little, like a goldish tinted liner on the inside. So there's absolutely no leaching of the essential oils from there.
Okay. And I love how this smells. It's so creamy. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
But it's very light, very creamy. And it smells like, I told you that when I first started using this, it brought me back to the fudgesicle. No, not the fudgesicle, the creamsicle that had the orange Julius. I don't know if you remember the orange Julius.
Yes.
It just smells so good, and you know that it's organic, you know that it's healthy. And so I love that, the product has, that. Are these reusable? Do you use these again, or
we do not use those again? No, because they may be contaminated, and then we would have to put them through a harsh chemical process to resanitize.
Okay.
We do not do that.
Okay. And then are your products BPA free? The plastics?
Yes. Yep. All of our plastics are BPA free, and the cleanser bottle is recyclable. So that's kind of the heart of the nature. Everything we want to use, we want it to either fully break down in the environment or be able to reuse and recycled.
So for people that, and I'm grateful for that. So for people that want to know what foundation I use, so today I use the caramel. This is the powder, the caramel powder that it's one thing that I read last night, interestingly enough, is that I wish I could show you the coloring, but I'm almost to the end of that. I think I bought a new one. Where is it? I bought some
It might be in the floor when we got so excited earlier and just knocked everything down.
It could be on the floor, but I will check it out. And then for like a little highlight, I got the honey bun. So I've got the caramel on my skin and honey bun. And honestly, I haven't been using the honey bun that much. I used today because I wanted to highlight, but I just don't feel like I need it so much. So I use, for the most part, like when I go out at night and I want a little bit more dramatic makeup, I'll use the honey bun underneath my eye. But today, okay, so what I normally do is because this has like a little area where you can open it up and then you can put the powder and you put the powder on the lid and then you can spray the citrus toner on there. And what I learned last night is that you can use the moisturizer. So I did my normal citrus toner for the caramel. And then I opened up and I thought, I'm going to experiment today. And I put a little bit of product on here. And I used like a half a pump of the moisturizer. And I put it underneath my eyes. And it really looked very smooth. I have never done that before. Is that something that you recommend, or is this something that I just...
It is. So I love using our minerals as a tinted moisturizer. So what I do is I take 1 pump of the moisturizer, put it into my hand, because I do apply my moisturizer with my hands. 1 pump of moisturizer in the hand, and then sprinkle a little bit of minerals on there, and then just put it all on. It's my daily SPF, and it creates an amazing base for me to go and put my foundation on. And I use the same application technique with the foundation as well. I do the toner with my foundation, and my shade is Vanilla Latte. So I'm much paler. The Vanilla Latte is a really, really beautiful color. And you probably have already experienced this. You don't need a whole lot of it. And mixing it with the toner gives you the airbrushed effect. So it's not oily. It doesn't wear off by the end of the day. And that's why I love applying it with the toner.
Well, I'm going to be experimenting so much. I really am looking forward to having like a play day where anybody who would like to learn how to apply, because this was new for me. I have never used the mineral foundation. Now, you've said a couple of times on the show, it's your FPF, but SPF. And so what I have been doing is I put an SPF underneath. I just bought it. It's an organic SPF. It only has titanium dioxide. And you had mentioned that you're not able to do this as an SPF, right? Because there's a certain requirement, but it has a natural. Share a little bit more about that.
Yep. So whenever you make a label claim and you put SPF 50, whenever you see your sunscreen bottles, they say SPF 50. It is then considered a drug.
Ooh.
So you can say provides a natural SPF of 15 to 20. And unfortunately, we just don't have a whole lot of label room on the minerals there. That is something that we advertise in our small group settings, but it's not something that we can really have the label room to put on there. So anytime you just put as one of your banner on the main face of it and you say SPF, then it becomes a drug.
Okay, so with that in mind, what in your research does this mineral provide when it comes to SPF?
The natural SPF factor of our minerals is 15 to 20.
Okay.
So that blocks over 80% of the sun's UV rays, UVA and UVB rays.
Okay, so I may be saving a little bit more money. I do put a 30. I do want to protect my skin.
Yes.
I do use something because of melasma, and I want it to go away completely. So that's something that I won't have to worry about if it's going to be a time where it's a cloud. Well, even if it's a cloudy day, we're exposed to these ultraviolet rays. So
Yes.
that's what people don't understand. Okay, so then I today did something different. I normally tend
What
to
did
go
you
for
do?
the
Let's hear.
warmer. So normally every time you see me, and if you look at past shows with my skin over the last couple of months, I've been using the brown. It's called Egyptian sand. I love Egyptian sand. And this is the color. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so nice and very little. I've had this for over 2 months. I use it every day, and I have so much product left in here. Then this time, because I didn't have, because when you wear the pastels or the lighter colors or the pinks, you don't necessarily want to wear brown all the time. So this time I got the pinker color, and it's called Akala Sunset.
Yes.
That's what I have on today.
It is so beautiful. Seriously. And listen, I'm fixing to knock your socks off right here. You can even mix that Akala Sunset with a little bit of Egyptian sand. And that is like a game changer. That is like such a game changer right there. That's one of my favorite color combinations. It is what I have on today. The sun's coming through a little bright right here. But that is the mixture that I have today on my cheek.
Get
that
out.
Akala in Egyptian. It is like an Egyptian Akala.
That's what you should do. Akala Egyptian. There we go.
I know.
That way you can be like a chameleon if you want to wear browns.
Ooh,
or
yeah.
And then if you want to wear the lighter, the blues, the pinks colors, then you can have a combination. It's like it just works for everybody. So that's it. I mean, I wash my skin. I do the toner, then I do my moisturizer. You know what? I left the mud in my shower. So you have the mud.
Yes.
Talk a little quick about the mud.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the mud is what really, really purifies, and it oxygenates your cells. So if you've ever gone out and you spent $125 like I used to, that's the cheapest I've ever spent on getting an amazing oxygen facial. Your skin looks so renewed and so rejuvenated afterwards. Well, I bottled it, and it's called the Rejuvenating Glacier Mud.
Yes.
You put it on after you cleanse, put it on, leave it on for 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes. The longer you leave it on, the more oxygenation of the cells you're going to get. You may notice some pinkness, even splotchy redness. If you get splotchy redness, that is an area where you have toxins kind of embedded in there. So if you've ever left it on and you notice some really splotchy redness, our cell phones that we keep up like this all the time, you're going to notice that you're going to be more red on that side of the face. But our mud rejuvenates, restores. It plumps the skin. It firms the skin. It helps to reduce and diminish fine lines and wrinkles. It is a spot treatment for acne. And here's my insider secret. I love rubbing it on my thighs, especially if I'm going to be out in a bathing suit, because it just tightens that skin up.
No way.
I'm not joking. Listen, women don't tell a lot of women a lot of things, okay? They're not honest with you about their beauty secrets. And I'm like, I want to tell everybody what I do.
You put it in your
I'm
the arms? I'm going to put them right here.
Yes. So listen, in your mid 30s, which is where I'm at, your body stops producing your collagen at 25. So now we're 10 years past that, and you start noticing a little bit of loss of that, and you lose the firmness in your skin. And so you got to do something to re-stimulate that cell growth, and that weekly mud mask is paramount in preserving that skin.
You got me going here, because I read on the mud that you have that we can leave it on overnight.
You can.
So I've done that a couple times.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much to put on. Is it like a thin layer, or do you have to look like brown?
No. If you're doing it overnight, I don't know about you, but I don't want my pillowcases being completely dirty.
I wait till they're
Yes. If you sleep in your mud
I do. I really do. I have brown pillowcases.
Yes. So listen, it gives whole new meaning to the song. You got mud on your face. A big disgrace. Yes. Yes, and then we're gonna have a karaoke hour.
Okay.
We'll just go back and forth. So the mud mask, if you are wearing it overnight, you want to do just a thin layer, a really thin layer, to where it almost looks like a shadow on your face, as opposed to like looking like you face planted into a mud pile.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Lots of information here. So we have makeup, which has the finishing. You have the finishing powder, but I've never really used it. And I know I spoke to the girl that helped me pick out the last bit because you were out of town, and it's like it's like a translucent powder. How do you like that? Why would you use a translucent powder?
I actually really love it. Yep. And so it is a true finishing powder. It is perfect for people who have combination in oily areas of their skin and they just need a little extra oil absorption there.
Okay.
So that is truly what the finishing powder is for. It helps control excess oil production in those areas.
Okay, then let's talk about eyeshadows, because I have been on a mission with eyeshadows, and it was I really grilled. For those of you who just don't know my personality, I'm very protective over my brand. No money you can offer me will help me persuade me to get away from my brand. It is so important that we be responsible. And one of the things that I had been doing lately has been distancing myself from talc. So it's been very difficult to find eyeshadows. So what I love about Keep Me Safe Organics is the mica instead of the talc. Let's talk about the problems with talc and why. I see you looking at somebody.
Yes. So we have the beautiful Miss Jerry here who has just come in.
Good.
And so she's over there. She's taking care of the house today.
Awesome.
So I see her over there out of the corner of my eye, and I just wanted to make sure she didn't need me for anything. But yeah, so talc is, you can just do a little Google search, and then the toxicity
Johnson just settled a lawsuit.
Yes,
that doesn't even tap into the problems they cause with talc. So go ahead and share a little bit about that.
Yes. So it's just, as you know better, you do better. We choose not to manufacture anything with talcum powder in there. Not our deodorants, not our minerals, or anything. So we use an arrowroot powder in our deodorants, and then all of our eyeshadows and minerals and everything are made with mica. And all of our mica is sourced here in the United States. We will not work with any manufacturer who sources in any place that is suspected of doing any type of child labor or bad harvesting practices. So we source from there are 7 different mica manufacturers in the U.S. that we source from.
Wow. So when we get together next week, because I know that, or the next time we talk, we're going to talk a lot more about the makeup, because we spent a lot of time talking about the cleanser, which is so important. So it's so nice that we can get to talk about some of these fun little things. Skincare, of course, we talked about the skincare, the body care. We talked about the deodorant and the body washes. Is there anything that we've left out that you feel that you want to talk about at this time?
I really love our bath and foot soaks. Okay. And the bath detox. So we have a lavender bath detox that has an activated charcoal in it. And listen, this is what I want to do for your listeners. I want to put a date together and do like some facials and foot soaks for these ladies, to where they can come into the beauty bar there. They can sit there. They can put their feet in a beautiful warm bath.
Really?
And it's going to pull out the toxins while we bathe right there. We're going to do beautiful facials for everybody.
Really?
And just really, really purify. So I would love to do that for you guys.
Let's pick the date.
Yes.
So hold on. We're going to come up with a date. Okay. It's taken between 2 very busy women. It's taken a little time, but we have an update for you. So we're going to be doing a foot and it's a facial and foot soak. So I am really excited about this. And it is on, let's see, September 12th at 5:30 in Brevard County. So this one's going to be huge because it's in Brevard County, and we're going to meet at the
beauty bar.
At the beauty bar, and that's 525 Gus Hip Boulevard. And of course, as we get closer, that's September 12th, as we get closer, we're going to be able to do a little bit more advertising and promotion. But if you are interested in RSVPing, call or text me or email me. So you can call me or text me at 407-373-5959, or you can email me at Lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. And in the meantime, while you're watching this, you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com and get your 10% off by entering coupon code Lily10. So that is September 12th. That's a Wednesday night, 5:30, right after Labor Day. If you have children at home, we can celebrate the kids going back to school. If you don't have kids at home and you're like me and we are middle-aged, or we're just don't have children, we're young and we don't have children that are at home and we just want to celebrate our youth, you can do that too. That's 407-373-5959. Now, as you know, I've got to watch the people's back in Brevard and Jacksonville as well. So we've come up with another date, which is September 22nd. That's, we're still trying to figure out the location, but I just wanted to share this information with you. If you're still with us, September 22nd at 10:30 a.m., which is a Saturday. So the good thing about this one is you can get all dolled up and tell your friends, your partners, your classmates, your coworkers that you're ready to go out for the night, because your feet are going to be smooth and your face is going to look fabulous and it's going to be a fun event. Is there anything I left out? We just need to figure out where it's going to be.
Yes, the location is to be determined on the Jacksonville one, but this is really everyone's chance to come and give us feedback on all of our stuff. So, you hear how great it is, but I really want you guys to come and try it for yourself so that you can say yes or no. And that's really the heart of it. Just change one thing that you're doing and come and learn more. If you've been baffled by any kind of makeup technique or anything like that.
We're going to learn makeup techniques?
I am a makeup artist, and I will show you how to do the smoky eye in 5 minutes. So we'll have little live demos of that going on, so you can see that while you're doing your facials and really getting in there with the foot soaks and really just purifying and rebalancing yourself.
I love it.
These events are so fun, and they are so catered to whoever it is that shows up. And our heart is to educate and to teach.
Educate and teach, and that is what we embrace is responsible living. It's a match made in heaven. Maybe we can't do everything big, but if together we do small things, it will make a difference, because we are one. There's not them, there's not us, there's not them, it's only us. Yes. So let's work together and create what it is that we want. Rebecca Black of Keep Me Safe Organics, I'm so excited that we are in each other's lives, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this grows together.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lillian. You are a beautiful soul inside and out, and it is a true privilege to work with you.
Right back at you. Must be looking in the mirror, girl. And to you, my viewers, thank you so much for listening, and start calling 407-373-5959. If you live in somewhere in an exotic place around the world, and if you want to pay for our travel, we will go over there and we'll do this for you. Anywhere you want us to go, we work for food. So
we'll work for food
we'll
and
work
travel.
for food and travel and room and board. So so tell your government. We'll be more than happy to go.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to our next conversation. See ya.
Bye, guys.